breakouts that members got pouncing on earlier today, and also those corporate earnings that went left and right this week after Meta killed it, and other companies struggled across the board. We're going to go over these 2023 stimulus checks, 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board. But the breaking news, if you missed it on the broadcast before this one, is one of the incredible stimulus checks featured on this channel over the last year got expanded by the Biden administration Friday night for members. We'll go over the latest details of which of these 2023 stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income, got expanded overnight. It's all incredibly exciting. But if you remember, you already saw it in the membership newsletter. As soon as something happens, whether it's a breakout of crypto, a new stimulus check, or an expansion of a stimulus check, it goes right into that membership newsletter that everyone's talking about, because this is #1 in America for financial news of this subject matter, #2 overall. 3 channels will know that tonight's broadcast, we're going to go over these 2023 stimulus checks fast. We'll go over the latest details of the financial markets, corporate earnings that came in all this week, a miss from Ford, but a beat with Meta. And then we'll go over the breakout coins tonight from the left and the right that are doing incredibly well, and where those opportunities across the board. But there's a reason why you watch this channel, because last night, after the close of the markets, the Biden administration announced the expansion of one of the stimulus checks featured on this channel for over a year. And if you remember, it immediately went to the membership newsletter, you saw it, you got the alert, and also you got the breaking details across the board. We'll be looking at the latest details as we tee up tonight's Crypto Wall Street live broadcast, Stimulus live broadcast as well, and also the latest details from the shores of Santa Monica, California. It's a big broadcast, it's a brand new show, it's a huge night with so much going on across the board, from the left, from the right, and over and above. It's a big show tonight, and it starts right now. And good evening, I'm LALATE, and this is a major broadcast tonight as breaking details of one of the major stimulus checks featured on this channel for nearly a year got expanded by the Biden administration overnight. We're going to go over these 2023 stimulus checks one at a time in these broadcasts. These are checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, and veterans and low income. Then we'll go over the latest details of what happened with the markets. We'll go over eligibility of stimulus checks. We'll go over crypto, and also we'll go over some corporate earnings and economic data that's all brand new. It's all in the membership newsletter. Have you become a member? Join the channel that is revolutionizing financial news reporting in America. It's LALATE. Go around this video, join the channel, and we'll go over that membership newsletter in a second. Let's get a preview of tonight's broadcast. First, we're going to go over stimulus checks A to C. Then we'll take a break and go over that incredible membership newsletter. Then we'll go to stimulus checks E through K. Then L to Q, and then we'll go over to the latest details in the preview of tonight's Crypto Wall Street live show coming up later, and also Stimulus Live on Channel 2. First, let's go into the first 3 checks. Stimulus checks A, B, and C, E through K, and L to Q all have the same eligibility. These are 2023 stimulus checks. 18 months, 5 checks per month, $3,000 across the board, and these are stimulus checks for you. SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. These are 2023 stimulus checks, but they've been passed over the last 3 years. And the way is that once it's passed, it remains law so long as it's funded. And these are stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans. Low income, $75,000 less last year, maybe a couple $150,000 less. These are federal stimulus for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. In this broadcast, we're going to go with stimulus checks A to C. Then we'll take a break over that membership newsletter, how to get these incredible checks. Then we'll go to the breaking news of one of the stimulus checks between E to K that got expanded by the Biden administration overnight. It's breaking news on tonight's broadcast. And then we'll go to L to Q. Next up is Crypto and Wall Street Live later in this broadcast. But first, let's start with those incredible checks. Let's remember that they all have the same eligibility. These are stimulus checks for you if you made less than $75,000 last year, married couple 150 or less, And they're averaging about 18 months of beautiful checks across the board at 5 checks per month. Fast stimulus. And let's look at those first 3 checks right now. Where did the first 3 stimulus checks, A, B, and C, come from? They came from Joseph Biden. The President of the United States passed the first series of executive actions which established stimulus checks A, B, and C. He did this in spring of last year, and immediately as soon as he did it, it became a broadcast in prime time, a special report on LALATE. Immediately that night, members of the channel started getting stimulus checks A, B, and C. And they're absolutely wonderful. They're still funded. They're still law. They're for Americans in U.S. states and U.S. territories. We'll go over A, B, and C in just a second, one at a time. Then came Congress. And Congress, after Biden, passed a series of legislative efforts that established stimulus checks E through K. And they're huge. And one of those tonight is even better than it ever was before. It got expanded by the Department of Treasury in a new statement Friday night. If you missed it, well, that's why you're part of the Purple Power community, because I don't miss anything. Then we're going to go to stimulus checks L to Q, but without a delay, let's look at how many checks we're getting on average. 18 months, $3,000 a month, 5 checks per month, fast stimulus. And again, all these incredible checks have the same eligibility. They're stimulus checks for you, SSI, SSDI, SSA, veterans, low income. Let's go into the first 3 checks, A, B, and C. Then we'll go over that membership newsletter. Have you become a member? Do it right now. Don't wait. The link is on the video. Join the channel. And then we'll continue to E to K and L to Q. All right, let's go to A, B, and C. Stimulus checks A, B, and C. These were passed by the President of the United States in spring of last year, and they are really wonderful. They are incredible. Stimulus check A is a beautiful $6,500 to $12,000 stimulus check. How do you get it? You go into the video, join the channel, go into that membership newsletter, which we're going to go over in a second, and click the link and start getting that beautiful stimulus check A. Wow, just wonderful. Spella got it. Lynn Glenn got it. A lot of people have been getting this beautiful stimulus check. It is just wonderful. Stimulus check B is a great stimulus check if you like lots of checks. And I like lots of checks, don't you? Well, it's paying on average 18 months of 2023 stimulus checks. And not 18 checks, 18 months of stimulus checks. Because it's paying for your rent or your mortgage and all your utilities. That's upwards of about 5 checks per month. And that's upwards of about $5,000 a month. It's huge. And viewers are getting this all the time. Of all the stimulus checks in tonight's broadcast for 2023, this is the one that pays the most checks. We have a check coming up later in this broadcast that pays $500,000. But this pays the most checks itself. So go into this video, join the channel, become a member, get that beautiful purple hawk emoji behind your name, and start getting stimulus check B. Stimulus check C is the third one from Joe Biden in last year's executive actions. It's for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and more. And it's just wonderful. In that membership newsletter after you join, it tells you it's stimulus check C, who to call, what to say, and how to say it for these incredible stimulus check C's across the board. And what kind of money can you get for these stimulus check C's? Let's look at the success stories that can be your success stories as well. Do you want $30,000 of rent? Well, become a member. And that's what viewers are getting for stimulus check C. It is huge. Look at these beautiful numbers. Nisi, all the way up to Elizabeth, people are getting massive sums of money on this channel for over 2 years for stimulus check C. You're watching LALATE, #1 for financial news in this subject matter in America. I've gotten people over $50 million since this channel launched 3 years ago next month. And there's no more comprehensive coverage than anything you've seen here, except